I had to philosophize. Otherwise, I could not live in this world. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. Life is a bittersweet journey, my friend, a bittersweet journey. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. So many people love you. Don't focus on the people who don't. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. A lack of clarity could put the brakes on any journey to success. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. In war, practice dissimulation and you will succeed. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. The truth is the kindest thing we can give folks in the end. A star is not honored for its size, but for its light. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. Think well. Generally in war, the best policy is to take a state intact. To ruin it is inferior to this. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. What cannot be said, above all, must not be silenced, but written. My destination is no longer a place, rather a new way of seeing. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. It is more important to be of pure intention than of perfect action. There's so much to be grateful for. Words are poor things. The truth isn't always beauty, but the hunger for it is. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. No one dies of fatal truths nowadays. There are too many antidotes. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. Gratitude is best refined through the fires of adversity. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Our ability to adapt is amazing. Our ability to change isn't quite as spectacular. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. It is much easier to be brave if you do not know everything. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems. Everyone's greatest fantasy is to walk away from the life you lead. The trouble is, you can shut your eyes, but you can't shut your mind. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. Remember to be kind with your words, especially to yourself. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. Anything not worth doing is worth not doing well. Think about it. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. Living never wore one, so much as the effort not to live. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. But you don't have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. There is little success where there is little laughter. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. Now I know what success is, living your truth, sharing it. Always blow your own trumpet. Blowing someone else's is unhygienic. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. During a conversation, listening is as powerful as loving. Go to heaven for the climate and hell for the company. Dream big. Wake up. Take the first step into the unknown. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace. When you're the most happening person at the party, it's time to leave. It's always the ones who are the quietest who often have the greatest things to say. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. If tomorrow were never to come, it would not be worth living today. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. Sometimes, not getting what you want is a brilliant stroke of luck. It shocks me how I wish for what is lost and cannot come back. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. Light in your mind is better than darkness in your soul. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future.